top 100 greatest lines in literature, in no particular order, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. Call Me Ishmael. Airman Melville, Moby Dick. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in its own way. Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina. So it goes. Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse-Five. Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. Emily Bronte, Wuthering Heights. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Maya Angelou, I know why the caged bird sings. The past is never dead, it's not even past. William Faulkner, Requiem for a Nun. Time, which sees all things, has found you out. Sophocles, Oedipus Rex. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring. And so we beat on, boats against the current, borne back ceaselessly into the past. F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. I can't go back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Lewis Carroll, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The man in black fled across the desert and the gunslinger followed. Stephen King, The Gunslinger. To be or not to be, that is the question. William Shakespeare, Hamlet. Until I feared I would lose it, I never loved to read. One does not love breathing. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. There is always something left to love. Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude. Hell is Other People. Jean-Paul Sartre, No Exit. It was a bright cold day in April, and the clocks were striking 13. George Orwell, 1984. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. John Keats, Endymion. Monsters are real, and ghosts are real too. They live inside us, and sometimes they win. Stephen King. Shoot all the blue jays you want if you can hit 'em, but remember, it's a sin to kill a mockingbird. Harper Lee, To Kill a Mockingbird. I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. Tennessee Williams, A Streetcar Named Desire. It is nothing to die. It is dreadful not to live. Victor Hugo, Les Misérables. Not all those who wander are lost. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Fellowship of the Ring. Stay gold, pony boy. S. E. Hinton, The Outsiders. We are all fools in love. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. I am. Sylvia Plath, The Bell Jar. The world breaks everyone, and afterward many are strong at the broken places. Ernest Hemingway, A Farewell to Arms. There is some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for. J.R.R. Tolkien, The Two Towers. He stepped down, trying not to look long at her, as if she were the sun. Leo Tolstoy, Anna Karenina. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. You forget what you want to remember, and you remember what you want to forget. Cormac McCarthy, The Road. The heart has its reasons, which reason knows not. Blaise Pascal. You have been my friend. That in itself is a tremendous thing. E.B. White, Charlotte's Web. Even the darkest night will end, and the sun will rise. Victor Hugo, Les Misérables. There is no friend as loyal as a book. Ernest Hemingway. He who opens a school door closes a prison. Victor Hugo. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. George Orwell, Animal Farm. Nowadays, people know the price of everything and the value of nothing. Oscar Wilde. The Picture of Dorian Gray. After all, tomorrow is another day. Margaret Mitchell, Gone with the Wind. We accept the love we think we deserve. Stephen Chbosky, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. For you, 1,000 times over. Khaled Hosseini, The Kite Runner. There's no place like home. L. Frank Baum, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one. George R.R. Martin, A Dance with Dragons. Life appears to me too short to be spent in nursing animosity or registering wrongs. Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre, you must stay drunk on writing so reality cannot destroy you. Ray Bradbury, Zen in the Art of Writing. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. George Orwell, 1984. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. John Green, Looking for Alaska. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. She had waited all her life for something and had killed her when it found her. Zora Neale Hurston, their eyes were watching God. A dreamer is one who can only find his way by moonlight. Oscar Wilde. Sometimes you wake up, sometimes the fall kills you, and sometimes when you fall, you fly. Neil Gaiman, The Sandman. People generally see what they look for and hear what they listen for. Harper Lee. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. Edgar Allan Poe. You don't have to live forever, you just have to live. Natalie Babbitt, Talk Everlasting. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. Hans Christian Andersen. Let us learn to show our friendship for a man when he is alive and not after he is dead. F. Scott Fitzgerald, The Great Gatsby. When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. George R.R. Martin, A Game of Thrones. We are such stuff as dreams are made on. William Shakespeare, The Tempest. You can't depend on your eyes when your imagination is out of focus. Mark Twain. All that is gold does not glitter. J.R.R. Tolkien. The sun shone, having no alternative, on the nothing new. Samuel Beckett, Murphy. Facts do not cease to exist because they are ignored. Aldous Huxley. Freedom is the freedom to say that 2 + 2 make 4. George Orwell. All human beings should try to learn before they die what they are running from, and to, and why. James Thurber. You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. Harper Lee. Every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. Walt Whitman, Song of Myself. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light. J.K. Rowling, film adaptation. We live as we dream alone. Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Often attributed to Gandhi, used in paraphrased forms in various literature. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, our most inexhaustible source of magic. J.K. Rowling. He loved Big Brother. George Orwell, 1984. I would always rather be happy than dignified. Charlotte Bronte. From the moment I picked your book up until I laid it down, I was convulsed with laughter. Someday I intend reading it. Groucho Marx. Do I dare disturb the universe? T.S. Eliot, The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. The loneliest moment in someone's life is when they are watching their whole world fall apart, and all they can do is stare blankly. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Every man desires to live long, but no man wishes to be old. Jonathan Swift. There are years that ask questions and years that answer. Zora Neale Hurston. I'm not afraid of storms, for I'm learning how to sail my ship. Louisa May Alcott. The more I see of the world, the more am I dissatisfied with it. Jane Austen. The only thing that you absolutely have to know is the location of the library. Albert Einstein. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly because you tread on my dreams. W.B. Yeats. You pierce my soul. I am half agony, half hope. Jane Austen, Persuasion. Only connect. A.M. Forster, Howard's End. I celebrate myself and sing myself. Walt Whitman. There's more to life than books, you know, but not much more. Morrissey, used in literature and lyrics. I wish you to know that you have been the last dream of my soul. Charles Dickens, A Tale of Two Cities. If you look for perfection, you'll never be content. Leo Tolstoy. Once you've been loved that much, you never lose it. Alice Walker, The Color Purple. The Earth Laughs in Flowers. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Reality Continues to Ruin My Life. Bill Watterson, Calvin, and Hobbes. But man is not made for defeat. A man can be destroyed, but not defeated. Ernest Hemingway, The Old Man and the Sea. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. Leonard Cohen. It's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. Lewis Carroll. We think too much and feel too little. Charlie Chaplin, The Great Dictator, adapted into books. I Am Haunted by Humans. Marcus Zusak, The Book Thief. Once upon a time, there was a woman who discovered she had turned into the wrong person. Ann Tyler, Back When We Were Grown-Ups. Everything was beautiful and nothing hurt. Kurt Vonnegut, Slaughterhouse-Five.